What's going on, people? It's your boy MMA Chris King JR coming back with you with another video, and I'm back here today to talk about my girl Gina Carano getting a number W right here, right now, and this is good. This is good for the culture war. This is good for just just getting you justice, as they say. Um, Most definitely, I am happy that my girl Gina Carano has got the win over the House of Mouse. But the sad part about this is a lot of people are still mad that Gina Carano settled with Disney, and they're saying that this is not a true victory, that this is not a win. And guys, all I gotta say is, come on, man. Let's let's grow up about this. Let's grow up about this. Um, yeah, you have to see it from Gina's point of view. She wants to still be an actress. She still wants to be able to act in Hollywood. And, the truth and reality is that most actresses have like a don't have a whole bunch of roles like their male counterparts. So that's just the reality of the beast. If you watch The Substance, that's a good movie. Uh, it kind of goes over to what women go through in Hollywood, and I think that's a good watch with Demi Moore. Even though like the Oscar should have let Demi Moore win that Oscar because it just proved their point. Like The Substance proved that point. Um, but yeah, anyway, it's here or there. But Gina, I mean, went through humiliation. She went through, you know, having her character be, humiliated. She even, like, there was never an instance where she really just said that she wanted to get revenge on Disney per se. The only thing that she wanted to get her name is cleared. That's it. So, meaning, like, she wasn't trying to she wasn't trying to do this for the money. I mean, you can. I mean, clearly, yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. Money, yeah, money can get you good things, but like it doesn't get your life back to normal because the thing is, and this is the truth about Hollywood, they blackball people. Like she needed to get her name cleared because they know if Disney didn't clear her name, she already knew that she wasn't going to get any more roles for the rest of her life. I mean, she would have got some roles in movies that she probably didn't necessarily care for or wanted to do per se, aka the Daily Wire, but I digress or whatever. That point aside, part of the movie was not that great. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Once again, still love for Gina, but the movie was just not for me per se or whatever. Yeah, I mean Gina is an action star. Like she's an action star actress. You'll see her. I mean, you can just go back and just go watch some of her old movies or whatever. Like she was more like an action star type of woman. She did. I know she did the Deadpool series, of course. She did Cara Dune, and the thing is that I could say is that Gina truly loves her fans. I mean, I got to meet her at SpaceCon last year. Shout out to the big homie Jay, aka Drunk 3PO, for introducing me to Gina because like even as a hardcore MMA fan, like she was like one of the top women pioneers um to do um to do MMA, not just for MMA but for women's MMA or whatever. I mean, without Gina Carano, there is no Chris Cyborg. There is no Ronda Rousey, Misha Tate. Holly Holm, Julian Pena, Amanda Nunes, and uh, Juana and Jacek, and I can keep on going and going and go. See, I know my girls. Like I know it. I love MMA. I'm definitely gonna do it. Don't worry. The You guys are saying like, well, Crease, did you hear about the UFC getting bought by Paramount? Yeah. Don't worry. I will do a video on that too. Don't you worry. I will get into that. I'll talk about that too. But yeah. The only thing I will tell our side of the group is just like just be happy that Gina did what she needed to do or whatever. It's like at the end of the day, this is not our trial, this is her trial. It's not our life, it's her life. And that's just the reality of it. Like there you know we don't know what she was going through mentally, however, like the because from my people, I never have been in a lawsuit before, but I know people that have been in a lawsuit before, and it is tough, it's difficult. You're wondering if this is gonna be your is this gonna be your last meal, or depending on what side of the aisle you're on. Just being in the courtroom, it drains you, or whatever, because you don't have a normal life, or whatever. You just don't anymore, and so she now that her name is cleared from Hollywood. She's not blackballed. The people liked her. Like I mean, her cast members liked her. Um, Surprisingly, from what I heard, I was on a call. I think who was it? Oh man, I can't think of their name on on X, but shout out to them. I was on their call about this situation, and we were just talking about the Gina Carano case and how this is good for just the fellowship or just pop culture in general. This culture war can wear on to people or whatever, and sometimes sometimes when you're in the battle, you kind of forget, you start getting numb to like wins or losses or whatever, because there's always another thing, another threat, another person, another thing, another that, another this, another that, another this, another that. And I'm saying like we on I won't say the right side of history, because we're not like the other side or whatever, because we can all have different opinions and still be cool and still have friends. But I'll say this, and then I'll be done with this video. I think this is a win for the culture war. We're seeing like wins all over entertainment. Once again, American Eagle with Cindy Sweeney. The we got people that are standing up against some people that are not normal. I'll just put it that way, and just tell them like, yo, nah, man, you ain't doing this or whatever. We won't let this evil take over. So so yeah, guys, all I gotta say is, just give Gina Carano a break, and just support her decision. However, if she ever go when she ever does conventions again, like hopefully it's probably not gonna be this year, but probably next year. She'll probably go on like a little tour on she's definitely gonna go on tour and probably start signing some autographs and taking pictures and stuff. And I'm there for it. I definitely, if she comes to my area or if she's in San Antonio, best to believe you are gonna get. I'm gonna get an autograph and get the T-shirt, get the picture, all that. So that is it for today. Like, share, and subscribe. And y'all take it easy. Peace out.